Is the human mind and consciousness the key element in the world of the paranormal? Now, when looking into different aspects of the paranormal, I come across this one consistent thing: the power of the human mind. Let me explain myself. I'm talking about psychic powers. In the world of ghosts and spirits, you have people that can contact the dead. In the world of aliens, you have people that can channel aliens from faraway star systems. You also have Stephen Greer's CE5 initiative, which is basically a mix of the power of collective consciousness, astral projection, and meditation. And they use these things to supposedly make contact of the fifth kind. Now, in the world of magic, magic spelled like this, not like the magic where you take a bunny out of a hat, I feel like the most powerful tool when practicing that is the power of the mind or the human consciousness. Now, since the early 1800s, scientists have been researching the psychic phenomenon. Now, this field is called parapsychology. Most mainstream scientists consider it to be a pseudoscience. They feel that there is no good evidence to back it up. That doesn't mean that at different academic institutes in the United States, as early as the 1900s, they weren't conducting experiments. In 1979, Pear Labs was founded, or better known as, give me a second, this is a long name, Princeton's Engineering Anomalies Research Program. They were looking into the power of psychokinesis, or mind over matter. The program closed in 2007, but guys, that's 28 years of research. 28 years. Now, the good news is that this program was incorporated into ICRL, or better known as, let me grab my notes here, International Consciousness Research Laboratories. They're currently studying the power of human consciousness. I'm going to put a link down in the description of this video so you can check it out. I think it's great that they're, continuing the hard work that these other scientists basically did. They're continuing the process. Have you guys ever heard of Project Stargate? Yes. Before you dismiss this because of the awesome name that it has, if you guys are interested in learning about this, you can actually check out the Freedom of Information Act files available on the CIA's webpage. Type in Project Stargate, there's a bunch. Enjoy that. I just opened up a rabbit hole there for you. Maybe, maybe not, maybe you know something that I don't. If you do, make sure to leave a comment. So basically, during the Cold War, the United States found out that the Russians were looking into basically parapsychology, or looking into the power of psychic abilities. So what did they do? They wanted the same thing. So they started training psychic spies. Yes, with taxpayers' money. Supposedly they were concentrating on astral projection. Now, astral projection is basically where you can meditate or close your eyes or disconnect from your body and go somewhere else. Is the gist is what I'm getting of it, okay? You can basically see to a different location. I've heard of people using astral projection to see the dark side of the moon. I've heard of people using astral projection to spy on other countries and get, top secret information. That's what they were trying to do here. Now, this project was founded in 1978, right? And it was terminated in 1995. That's 17 years. 17 years of taxpayers' money was used on this. And they didn't close it down 5 years in, 2 years in, 17 years. That's a long time. A very long time to be wasting money. So the CIA said it was inconclusive. They terminated it. They said it didn't work, basically. Now, what I think is that because this was coming to light, they basically had to shut down the program. They had to basically close it. And who's to say that just like Pear Labs is now ICRL, they didn't do the same thing and now has a completely different name that we don't know about. Super top secret. They spent money, taxpayers' money, for 17 years to train psychic spies. Wow, that is crazy. Now, the name Project Stargate really is sort of what, spawned this whole video. I had filmed this video before I went on vacation a week ago and I deleted it because I really didn't like how it came out. But I thought it was interesting because when we made the Stargate video, the last video, I'll put a link to it here, there was the Stonehenge story that I read where it said that they went and they tried to tap into the vibrations and sort of meditate there at Stonehenge, and this blue light sort of appeared and there was this storm and they disappeared. And what I felt like were that these portals and stargates and these kinds of things, like maybe they were being opened by the mind, by the human consciousness. I said human consciousness like 1,000,000 times in this video. But yeah, so I thought it was weird that Project Stargate was literally had the name Stargate in it, when I was thinking that maybe the mind had something to do with portals and stargates. Another thing I would like to talk about in this video is that most people think that we only use 10% of our brain. That is not true. We don't use 10% of our brain. Throughout the day, we use most of all of our brain. We use our brain for different, actions or activities throughout the day. So, if you didn't know, now you know. So do we all have psychic powers? I did read that in Project Stargate, they actually trained normal people to harness or to use these powers. Now, supposedly, normal people weren't as good as people born psychic. Now, I don't know. I feel like if we can all use our brain at the same capacity, we should all be able to have these psychic abilities. Who knows? Maybe that's the secret of the universe and our power and our beauty, is our mind and how strong it really is. And we just don't believe in the metaphysical, so we can never tap into it. Have you ever been to a psychic? I would love to hear your story, so please share it down in the comments. And of course, subscribe to the channel. You're all awesome. Share your paranormal experiences. It doesn't have to be just about this video. It can be any paranormal experience that you have that you want to talk about. You can leave that down in the comments. So what do you guys think? Are psychics real? Is it all fake mumbo jumbo? Let me know down in the comments. As always, you are all dope, and we will talk soon. I can't do that. Damn it. Oh, if you know where there's a portal or a Stargate anywhere, let me know. I'll go with you and we'll go on an adventure.